So I'm back. I don't know how good the mic's gonna be, but what are you gonna do? It's raining really hard. Anyways, so we start in the Middle East for once, and with the expansion of the, this is called the Ankara Accords now. It's rebranded. With the expansion of it, they start taking advantage and new spread and influence, and Iran and Turkey, Serbia don't. On the base as too far away from them, they don't care. They're only in it for protection at this point from all these guys who want to kill them. Anyways, yeah, they intervened directly in the Afghani civil war. Well, I say intervene directly, send support, and then just declare war on these. And they didn't. This was not expected by the south of Afghanistan as they start falling in the south. And then, somewhat modernized army by Turkey managed to sweep through and claim the south. And also these jets that were sent to the north. You expect them to be pretty good, which they are, because some of them left over from the Americans who were there, in Turkey when they were their ally, but not anymore. And the blue Afghanistan is wiped out. So that's a bit unfortunate. Will it last long? Who knows? There's probably, well, people won't be happy about it, but there's not much of resistance able to even happen because A, the guerrilla tactics of the Reds, and B, not the communists per se, just Red, yeah. And also because who's going to fund it? Because no one cares enough at this point, because America's just pulled out of the rest of the world and is focusing themselves, and they're the only ones who can intervene really, so the only superpower left on Earth, apart from Germany. But anyways, yep, and they join the how do you call it, Ankara Accords. Oh god, I can just do it from here, can't I? It's fine. So yeah, big Middle East moments, as they say. And Afghanistan is unified once more. Yes, very exciting. Big Afghanistan moments. And China's not updated, I do realise that, but well. Wherever floats your boat, as they say. I don't know. That doesn't make sense, I don't know why I said that. Okay. Next is still in the Middle East. With the new support from their allies, they now start beginning to brutally crack down on the Kurdish movements in Syria and Turkey. Now just Turkey, you know what I'm trying to say. They directly, well, they start bombing the hideouts entirely, and then just send their armor in and crush it. And they start brutally putting under resistance instead of the more diplomatic approach they took before. They're not trying to handle it anymore, and they just take it. The Kurdish movement still exists in Iraq, though, so that's for them to worry about. And Iraq's about to do something funny, anyways. The Middle East's been brewing for this until this point. No one's really happy in Turkey right now. What are you gonna do? You know, it's the Middle East. It's like the Balkans of Asia, man, or it's like the Asia of Asia. More specifically, the mid. No, this is a complicated place. All right. Anyways, yeah. But since these Kurds have now been displaced, they fled over to Armenia, Azerbaijan, and grew a stirred and more, how do you call it? And Iran for what it's worth. They fled through Iran to this little enclave of Azerbaijan. And there's already a big enough Kurdish population over here to the point where they just set up their own thing. Small little guy. Will that be put down eventually? Who knows? But yeah. Finally, for the Middle East, for now, we see the Iraqi civil war, because there's a split in their politics between like several generals and nationalist figures who want to join this, but the democracy itself wants to appease these guys, maybe form a new Kurdish state and try to join this. So that caused a national schism in the country. The Mosul, this is Mosul in the north. The Mosul area belongs to Democratic, and the south is the nationalists. And this national schism turned into a civil war eventually, but I'm not going to do anything with that now. But just know that in a vacuum of power, the Kurds spread out a lot more, and they seized most of the north. So they just backstabbed the Iraqi government. I was going to help them, but what are you going to do? So yeah, there's Iraq in a half. What were we at, 1998, 3 years early. Oh, don't look at that. Spoilers. Big spoilers. Yeah. Going over to China. I believe it's the last one we're going to do today, because I'm trying to, like, pace it out a bit. Also, I started doing stuff really fast. Oh, what am I doing? That's the wrong thing. Yeah, it's going to be a really short one, so. Faction map. Yes. No, I forgot to rename, apparently. This also not updated, is it? Well, the Tibet with the modern borders that I'll fix later joins this, and then the South China joins this as well. But I need to update this. I forgot about China entirely. Yeah, that joins that. This joins that. All right. And finally, in China, the Manchurian government, which pretty much is the most powerful Chinese government, starts influencing its neighbor states, and eventually just takes leadership of some of these less organized ones down here. Oh, and they start influencing them, sorry, but they manage to get leadership of this one. And that's what China's going to look like for the next few decades, probably. Yeah. But in terms of stability, they're the most stable government China's seen in ages, so people are taking favour of that one and joining up with it. They're also very democratic, like not even fake democracy, like actual democracy. So yeah, it's a very good candidate for China, even better than this one, so you might see them joining up. Or then, because they can't join our factions, they don't like them, vice versa. Only on the basis that they own each other's core territories, how I want to say. Yes. That's it. Well, it's been fun. What's the order of events? I'll close this. Save.